at Nova Scotia Community College, and he did the same program as mine, which is business administration, major in accounting. So today we're going to talk about our cars, right?
Yeah, so we would like to give you some advice on the cars that you can buy as a student, meaning we're talking about reliable but cheap cars between like $1,500 and $3,000.
Yeah, cars that will suit for international students, not just international students, for anyone who wants to buy a budget-friendly car. Okay, so the first one we're going to talk about will be about the...
Where can you find cars?
Yeah, where can you find your first car? First will be your gg.ca. You can also check Facebook Marketplace, and what else?
And there is also autotrader.ca or Craigslist, and obviously you can drive around and look at cars for sale or also at dealerships.
Yes, that's right. So that is the first point that we want to share, and then the second one will be about the car itself, the exterior, like what are the things that you have to double check when you're buying a car?
What are the things that you have to look for? Yes.
Yeah.
So obviously it's pretty much more or less the same all over the world. Special thing in Nova Scotia is the rust. Cars rust really bad in Nova Scotia, which is due to the bad winter, and also that it's surrounded by seawater which has salt in it, so there's lots of salt in the air. People actually undercoat their cars with a special paint every year or two just to protect it from rusting.
Yes.
So when you go and buy your budget-friendly student car between $1,500 and $3,000 Canadian dollars, you should look for rust, look underneath. One thing I also want to mention is don't just go by yourself. Take a friend with you. If you can find someone that knows a little bit about cars, that's great. But even if you don't, just don't go by yourself, so you can have four eyes that can see more.
You can have a second opinion, like bring a friend who has knowledge about like cars.
Yeah, or even if you don't have one, just bring a friend.
Yeah.
So you can check it out together.
Okay.
Okay, so apart from rust, the next important things are tires. You should check for Nova Scotia that it has winter tires at least, or winter and summer tires. Winter tires are more important, though. You can drive with winter tires all year round. It's not ideal, but if you were just driving a cheap car, then that's not too bad. Also check the age of the tires. We'll put a little picture here where you can tell how old the tire is. There's actually a code for that on each tire. Brakes, you should check that the brakes are still fine, so just feel with your fingers over the brake discs, and also look that the caliper still has quite a bit of say meat on there, so that you don't have to change them right away. Then it's very important that if you're interested in the car and seriously thinking about buying it, don't be scared of asking for a test drive, and take the car on a 20-minute trip or something. Go somewhere where there's no traffic, where you can do some braking and stopping and like some cornering.
Check everything, like feel the car, like be cautious with the sounds that it makes.
So turn everything off. Turn off the radio, turn off the band, so that you can hear any noises that are maybe not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Also, when you're taking it for a drive, just test everything. Test every power window, test the radio, test the heater, the air condition, all buttons. Because everything that doesn't work can afterwards.
Heater or a air conditioner.
Yeah, so if there's something that doesn't work, that's a point for negotiation later, right? which is important too. You should also check the oil, so just pull out the dipstick, see if there's the right amount of oil in there, and also if it's like really dark, meaning it hasn't been changed in a long time, or if it's like, well, also just ask the owner for the last oil change.
But I have to add something, like most like seller will tell you that they just recently had an oil change or something, but it's better for you to check it yourself so you can like see if they just recently did it or not. So just don't rely with them.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah, just take a look. It's really quick. And then one important point for Nova Scotia is they have MVI, motor vehicle inspection. So every 2 years, every car has to go to an inspection at a mechanic shop, and they look at all the safety parts of the car and make sure that it's still safe to drive on the road. So when you buy a used car, you should look at that sticker and see that it has lots of months left. I mean, the more the better, but it should have at least, say, a year or so left on MVI, so you get 2 years, so it means it has been checked a year ago.
But how much is MVI?
The motor vehicle inspection is around $100.
Yeah.
But if you have to fix something, then that's obviously on top.
Additional cost for you.
Yeah. So, and the last point is, when you buy a used car, always negotiate. Don't just pay the price that they advertise. Depends on the car. You can't be too picky on a $2,000 car. Like, you can't complain about every scratch. But just always ask for the best price, or give reasons why you want to pay a little bit less. It's always worth saving a couple $100. And the last point is, kilometers and gas consumption are not that important if your commute is not that long. And lots of people think they need four-wheel drive in Nova Scotia, which is nice to have, but you also have to think about that four-wheel drive is more expensive to maintain, it consumes more gas, and it's also not a whole lot safer than driving a normal car, because you're still going to brake the same and you're still going to corner the same, more or less, unless it's really good.
Yeah, I don't see the point of people buying 4x4 car and then they're just a couple, or it's just a single person using it 4x4, but then it's their preference. So, but for us, since we're trying to save money and we don't see a point of buying a 4x4 car, so we just bought a Mazda 6, and then you had a TDI, which are both sedan cars.
And also, if there's so much snow on the road that you can't really drive a normal car anymore, your school's gonna be closed anyway. Snow days.
You don't have to drive.
Yeah. And they're also plowing the roads a lot. There are lots of snow plows and snow maintenance workers in the winter, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yes. Yeah, so the next one that we're gonna talk about will be the insurance. The car that I bought in Nova Scotia was Mazda 6 2007, and then it got 239 kilometers, and the insurance that I got for that car was around $850 per year. And I had a defensive driving course, and I had a license from the Philippines, so I think those things affects your insurance cost. And then yours was around?
It was around $750. Yeah.
So that's for insurance. So in Nova Scotia, you have tons of options when it comes to insurance company, but here on the island or in BC, you don't have any option but to go to ICBC. If they give you a code for 150, you cannot check the market because there's no option.
There's only one.
There's only one insurance company here in BC. So that's for insurance. The next one will be the gas consumption. Like my car, the Mazda 6, consumed 7 to 9 liters per 100 kilometers, and it's a gasoline car.
Yeah.
And yours was?
Yeah, my car was a diesel TDI Volkswagen, and it used a lot less. It used like 5-6 liters of diesel. But it really depends. If your commute is not too far, you have to think about how much you actually drive the car. So don't focus too much on the gas consumption, but you want to stay below 10 liters.
Yes, and then the last point that we're going to talk about will be the price. Because my car cost me around 2,400 Canadian dollars, and then I had to pay some fees, which is the registration, which cost me around 176 Canadian dollars, and then the next one is a license plate, which is $100, and then the third one will be the sales tax of the car, so it will be 15% in total. The cost of the car, 15%
of the sales price.
Yes, so which is, when you calculate it, it's 360. So in total, the expenses that I had before when I bought my first car was around 3,000 Canadian dollars, and yours was around $1,000.
Just the car, yeah.
Just the car.
Yeah, you were including insurance.
Yes.
And taxes. Yeah.
But yeah, we're just giving you the raw expenses for having a car here in Canada. But also keep in mind that they have different registration rate. They have different rules here in Canada. So let's say I was talking about just Nova Scotia, since I bought my car in Nova Scotia. So here on the island in BC, you didn't pay your registration, right?
I didn't pay it yet, but they might still charge me for it.
Yeah. So that's it. And then the last point will be just don't get a car loan, right? I would suggest that. Since you're a student, you're not working full-time, you're just a part-time worker, and you also need to pay your tuition fee. Having an extra expense like a car loan will be a burden for you, and there's no point of getting a car loan. You can just save up money to have a second-hand car. It's worth it to have that than having a car loan, I guess.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, so if you come here as a student and you're looking to buy a car here because you need one or you want one, you should save between $2,000, $2,500 for that, plus say another $500-600 for insurance and everything until you can start driving. And that's pretty much all you need. You just have to look a little bit. You don't need to buy a new car or a almost new car and then have a loan or a lease that you have to pay for every month. Yeah.
Just don't put yourself on debt, basically. Save money, and then like after school, then once you start working full time, if you really want to have a new car and if you have money to lease or have a car loan, then do it. But for us, we're pretty not frugal, we're not cheap, we're just very smart when it comes to money.
Yeah, and we also want to mention that your car, which cost $2,400 and had 239,000 kilometers when we bought it, you still have it. We drove it across the country, and we also drove it to Toronto from Nova Scotia and back one time, and there was not too much that you had to put in. We just changed the brake one time and we changed the tires, but every car needs that sort of maintenance.
So for $3,000, for 2,400 worth of a second-hand car, that's pretty worth it, right?
Yeah, and it's possible. You don't have to have a $10,000 car.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's it for today. I hope we gave you great ideas about choosing your car and what are the things that you have to check. when you're buying your car as a student. So we'll see you next week, and I hope you thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Bye.